There's Someone Inside Your House on Netflix. Alright, this thing's a horror movie. It's a slasher. You watch this movie, it's a horror movie. Then for about 2 minutes, it's a stoner comedy. Does a little montage and then comes back to a horror movie. You'll love it, don't worry. There's Someone Inside Your House is directed by Patrick Bryce. It's based on a novel by Stephanie Perkins with the book of the same name. It tells the story of a girl named McConaughey who moves from Hawaii to Nebraska, and she's got a big old secret, and the killer just so happens to kill you over your secret. So here we go. It's a teen slasher. It's got the essence of the 90s all over it. I mean, if Scream 5 sucks, I'm going to count this one as Scream 5. Y'all probably not going to take that too well after all the reviews I'm seeing of this one. Because y'all just say, There's Someone Inside Your House is just garbage. And that's what I don't get. Because half y'all like me, y'all like garbage. I like Intruder. I like Blood Rage. I like Bloody Birthday. The stuff that just sucks, man. I don't watch slashers because I think there's going to be an Oscar-winning performance from Bruce Campbell in Intruder. You don't watch slashers for that. You watch them for the kills, man. And There's Someone Inside Your House, a high school teen slasher. What do you think it's going to be? Come on, man. There's Someone Inside Your House. It's got the callbacks, the Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Hell, they even make a reference to it. And then also, like, urban legends. But, they got more of, like, a little bit of a character development. And this one just kind of goes off the whole gimmick of the killer wears the victim's face as a mask. And it's good enough in a slasher for me, man, as long as the kills deliver. And do they deliver? They do. The kills are gory. One chick even gets hanged. And it's in a Catholic church. She gets stabbed in the confession booth. She's crawling under the church pews. One kid's killed at a dang house party after there's been like 2 murders. Why are they even having a house party? This thing's the 90s all over, man. You got it. It's campy. I don't really think you're supposed to be taking this serious. I don't think they're taking it serious. I don't think this is a movie we're supposed to be taking seriously at all. It's just hey, we know what we are. We're a slasher. Let's see some kills. Let's have some fun. This thing's gory. This thing's got 90s all over it. They got a house party. They got a big corn festival at the end of it. It's got 90s slasher written all over it. So if you're a fan of like Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer or, urban legends, and you like a little bit of garbage, you like a little bit of trash, you're more of a, intruder kind of guy. You like Hatchet, you know what I mean? You'll like this one. There's some throat slitting. There's some ankle slitting. There's a whole bunch of stabbing. One girl gets set on fire. One girl about gets set on fire. One dude gets a sword through the freaking face. I mean, there's a whole bunch of kills in this thing, and they're all pretty spectacular too. They all got a good amount of blood in them, all right. But does this thing get a little campy and a little bit jokey at times too? Yes, it does. But that's the beautiful thing about 90s slashers we all love, don't we? It's got some callbacks. It's got some twists. More of a tribute to it, showing its love for Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legends, Valentine's, stuff like that, The bad news on this movie is it's pure old garbage, alright? It's just fun. When you're watching a slasher, you gotta know, hey, it's a slasher. We're just here to see some kills. Yeah, people hate this movie, man. They think this is garbage. Just because the characters are very generic. And I mean, you really only need 2 characters decent in a slasher. You need a killer that stands for something. And you need, not even really a final girl. Just a main character that you really even care about. Everybody else you're going to see die. That's how it goes in a slasher. You know what I mean? You're only going for the main character or the final girl. Another bad thing about this movie that I didn't like is when it was all said and done, it needed that, what do you call it, that, oh shit kind of moment, like maybe introduce another killer at the end, or like just something to kind of set it up, like, that cheesy sequel ending they try to always do. Something like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, how they do it. The sequel that should never be. They should have had something like that at the end of this one. But they didn't do that, and I kind of wish they did. I think it would have made it a little bit better. The one last bad thing I got to say about this movie is it goes from being in school to a house party, out in the parking lot, to a big corn festival at the end where we can get our big ending. But one of the kills is at the house party. And when they come into that house party, that killer does, there's everybody there. And nobody whoops the hell out of this boy. This killer shows up to the house party. And the big crowd of people shuts off the lights and is going to kill this boy in front of everybody. And you guys are talking about this movie like you're supposed to be taking it seriously, like it's about to win an Oscar. Does that make much sense to you? This movie couldn't take place in the South. That's why it's in Nebraska. If this was in the South, there's already 2 drunk boys in the corner waiting to fight somebody. They just showed up to drink and fight. That's about it, man. If that killer come in there, he's getting his ass pulled. That's the biggest problem I have with this movie. I didn't care about the characters being generic. I didn't care about it being campy. I didn't care about it just being plain garbage. I'm alright with that. But that's the only problem I have with it. This killer walks right in the house party and there's 30 people. Man, I swear to God, if this was at the bonfire by a lake, there would have been 30-something bitches on that man. There's someone inside your house. Is it bad? Sure, it's bad. But give it about 10, 20 years, this is going to be just like them 80s cult films that people all rave about. You know, like Bloody Birthday, Intruder, all that. These are going to be the films, you know, these 80s gems, they say. This is going to be like that. A film that ain't got much, but it's got heart. And that's all you need. I give it a keep it. I don't say junk it like most of y'all out there. I wasn't disappointed. I came in knowing it was a slasher, and all I wanted was some kills. I don't think Kane Hodder ever got an Oscar for playing Jason, you know what I mean? But it's a keep it. If you got any questions or hate mail, just send it to my email. It'll be down here. And like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.